Hi warriors, it's Hanne here and welcome to another video. I've got my microphone mounted on my camera because I've looked at my phone more than enough for the day, so I hope the sound is okay. I hope the sound is okay in this room as well because I decided to film in our newly renovated bedroom with its nice new floors, its beautiful blue calming wall, because I wanted to show this off to you. But because of all the renovations, because of all the tasks I've had on my mind lately, because the group program is starting on Monday, and particularly because there's been some issues going on at home and I'll be hopping on a plane in just a few days, it has been hectic in my life, in my mind, and yeah, that's also why I recorded all my clips for this video separately and will now be doing a bit of a voiceover for them. Trying to meet myself in the middle here. My dad got into a really bad cycling accident a week ago over that bank holiday weekend, and it has been playing on my mind. He broke a lot of bones, including 5 ribs, which perforated his lung on both sides, and it has been a roller coaster. I'm obviously incredibly worried. He's stable, he'll be going home soon at this point. But I cannot wait to be with my family and spend time with them because it does put things into perspective so much, and it really does show me, which things are important in life. And I used to think that the eating disorder was important in life. Everything used to revolve around food and what I was eating or not eating, whereas now life is broadened up a lot more. And it means my feelings are no longer numbed, and I am definitely feeling things right now. I'm all over the place. As I said though, I'm meeting myself where I'm at, and I'm only now getting around to recording this content for you because I'm only now getting to a point where I feel able to. So today, what I wanted to do is show you a week of breakfasts, summer breakfasts, if you like, in my life. With this video, I want to show you some of my go-to meals, and I want to show you what a week of breakfast can look like when you're embracing food freedom, when you have a busy lifestyle, when you're working from home or going to school or whatever else you're doing and need to be nourished. Because guess what? Even if you're busy, especially if you're busy, and if your mind is busy, you need to eat. Your body needs fuel to function. So these are my go-to meals from the past week. Specifically, I'll be talking you through my... What did I have on Monday? My absolute go-to yogurt and granola fruit bowl. A delicious chunky monkey overnight oats recipe from my recipe book. A vegan spin on a full English breakfast. Banana ice cream smoothie bowl, and my all-time favourite and weekly go-to chocolate chip double chocolate pancakes. If you're ready for this, strap on your seatbelts and let's go. And remember, this is just a week of breakfasts. Some days I eat more, some days I eat less, sometimes I make different decisions for my foods, and that is okay. On the whole, I tend to have my go-tos for about a week before I swap to different go-tos and before my preferences change and before I fancy a bit of a difference. But of course, for the purpose of this video, I did want a bit of variety in the meals to give you a bit of inspiration, so there we go. For some of these meals, they kept me full until lunchtime, but not all of them did. And that wasn't just dependent on the density of the meals or the size of the meals. It just happens sometimes, and that's the way it is. P.S. I'm working with some incredible brands at the moment, so you'll probably see their products featured throughout the video. So if there's any discount codes going, I will of course also be sharing them with you, both on screen and in the description below. Day 1. On this particular morning, I started the day off with fruit and muesli. Mango and berries always give me that summer vibe, so for me this is the perfect go-to summer breakfast. I don't always have mango in the house, but I did today and it felt like such a treat. Because this meal literally takes 2 seconds to make, it's probably my most go-to option from the go-to options this week. It requires zero thought, and you can vary the cereals that you put on, you can vary the fruit that you can put on. So today I had mango and berries, and I mixed my yogurt with Protein World banana flavoured protein powder and some berry balanced tonic, both of which I've got discounts for, so check them out. I love the combination of these two quote-unquote superfood powders because it's very fruity and fresh. And the Protein World products also have a range of added vitamins and minerals and nutrients that are nourishing my body without me even putting in all that much effort and just eating the things I enjoy. In addition to the fruit, I topped it with a mix of cereals, puffed millet and muesli, both from the Prozis brand. Again, some more discounts are available for these. Prozis also sell a range of other grains and cereals and granolas, and at this point I've probably tried most of them and I love every single one. With the carbohydrates from the granola and the fruit, as well as the fibre also from the muesli and the fruit, and the protein from the protein powder, and just that satisfaction factor from the combination of all of these different flavours and textures, this was a meal that kept me full for a few hours. Even during summer, when I just fancy something fruity and simple and not too heavy, I do try to some extent balance out all those different macronutrients and tick all of those different boxes, because I do find that it tends to make me feel better on the whole, and it tends to fuel my exercise and my work and everything else that I've got on during the day. Not all my meals are perfectly balanced, but on the whole, it's a recipe for success. Having said that, I did have a chocolate bar that morning. Day 2, I couldn't decide between the hormone-supporting salted caramel smoothie, part of my recipe ebook, or the Kickstarter Mocha flavoured smoothie, also part of the ebook. In all honesty, that second one always hits the spot and is probably one of my all-time favourite smoothies. So I smoothie bowl-ized it this morning. Coffee is not breakfast, but this coffee-infused smoothie bowl, try it, it's worth it. So even me recording the second day breakfast was more than just a few days after that first breakfast, because house renovations and life got pretty crazy, which meant that 1, I'm now doing that voiceover rather than chatting directly to the camera for the duration of this week. 2, I really needed that kickstart to my day. 3, we'd finished off all of that Prozis muesli in literally 2 days, so I couldn't add any of that on top of my smoothie bowl. I think this smoothie bowl is absolutely incredible as is, but I do like to have several different flavours and textures in my breakfast and in my snacks, as this would be a perfect snack as well. So I'd experimented with some different tiramisu recipes about a month or so ago and had frozen a lot of tiramisu bases, which I had ample of, and decided to break some of that up and throw that into the bowl. It's basically oats and some other ingredients that I don't quite remember, so I thought it would fit for breakfast. And tiramisu in combination with a Mocha styled ice cream, match made in heaven. You can also add in different flavoured protein powders, you could add in cocoa powder, you could add in vanilla extract, you could add in some greens, you could add in peanut butter. Genuinely, the sky is the limit. This morning I used 4 bananas, and in combination with the oats from that tiramisu base, it did keep me full for a few hours, but not quite until lunchtime. So I did need myself a little sneaky snack as well. You can find this smoothie on page 34 of my 56-page recipe support meal guide. So if you get yourself the recipe ebook, I highly recommend this recipe. Genuinely, all of the snacks and meals in there are my favourite go-tos and the things that got me through my recovery. Day 3. I had a lot of client calls in this morning, so I'd prepared my breakfast the night before. You guessed it, overnight oats. But not just some plain, boring overnight oats, but chunky, monkey overnight oats. It's generally just oats, milk of some variety, seeds of some variety, peanut butter of some variety, and banana. Some crunch nuts on top. Divine. Because I used my Protein World's cinnamon super seed oats, I didn't add any additional chia seeds to this today, and I didn't add any additional flavorings or sweeteners because it's absolutely perfect as is. If I'm having this as a snack, I probably would also add some chocolate sauce or some chocolate chips. But because it is quite sweet as is, I didn't really fancy it for breakfast this morning, so I didn't today. But the sky's the limit. You do you, different bodies, different needs. I sometimes make a bigger portion of this, but today the portion size was perfectly fine. It was still very early in the morning before my early morning calls, and it got me through those. So, job well done. Day 5. On this morning, I made myself a smoothie. Pretty much the same smoothie as that smoothie bowl before heading off to the gym, which I completely forgot to record. But on my return, I was ravenous. I didn't have a massive smoothie because I didn't have a massive appetite, but I did know that I needed a little bit of fuel in the tank before heading out of the house. So when I came back around 8 or 9 a.m, I found some beans, I found some tofu to scramble, I found some vegan bacon. I found the recipe for success. While making a full English can take a very, very long time, scrambling up some tofu and throwing it into a pan, reheating some leftover sweet potato bits from the night before, reheating some baked beans. This meal probably took about 2-3 minutes to throw together, and it was perfect because once again, it was a busy day. I'm not kidding you when I say that these past few days, these past few weeks have been hectic, and I'm only finally able to catch my breath and really trying to ground myself as I do so, because I need it. I normally add some toast to this as well, but we were all out, so hence the sweet potato bits. And to make it more summery, you could also add something like spinach, some cherry tomatoes, a bit of avocado on the side, just for that pop of colour, that pop of sweetness. But yeah, I didn't have any of those things in, so I didn't. On this final day, Tom cooked breakfast. We don't normally have breakfast together, and we don't normally have pancakes during the week. But on this day, miraculously, both of those things came together. Because we were pretty much out of cereals, Tom wanted to make some pancakes and offered to make me some. And the recipe, the secret recipe to success: double chocolate chip Protein World pre-made mix and some soy milk. That's literally it. And it tastes like cake for breakfast. To the pancakes, we added some banana, we loaded on the peanut butter, and I also added some berries to mine because I love that contrast between the sweet and the tart. Tom had a cup of tea. I had a cup of decaf coffee from my absolute all-time favourite brand. And that, I believe, is the perfect conclusion to a working week of eats. A week of quick, easy, convenient, fun, summery breakfasts. But let me know in the comments, which of these recipes would you go for? And what is your go-to breakfast? Also, if you're interested in any of the products that I've used, definitely check out the description. Or if you want to get your hands on that recipe ebook, find the link down there too. And while you're at it, make sure to like and subscribe. I love you all loads. For any additional requests for videos, I am back in the loop. I'm back online.